Welcome to Blitz for a player interview here at Habersham Central. I got a pair of Raiders seniors with me, Donovan Curry, wide receiver and cornerback, and then Tre Luttrell, a transfer in at quarterback, and will be playing safety for the Raiders this fall. Guys, really appreciate your time. And Donovan, we're going to start with you. Big expectations coming into this season. You've been in a couple padded camps this year, and particularly the 7-on-7s for you as a cornerback and wide receiver. I imagine those have been really beneficial for you to perfect your craft a little bit.
Yeah, the 7-on-7s that we've been at have been extremely competitive, and the padded camps obviously have been also competitive. And everything we're doing here, helping us perfect our craft, getting us better, bringing the team closer together, and it's hard, but we just got to pull through and do what we got to do.
Yeah, the hard work's going to pay off. The biggest thing is hoping all of you guys stay healthy. And Tre, for you coming in, this is not your second move. You're like a veteran at the transfer thing, but you go from Buford to Gainesville. Now you're coming to Hab Central, a great offense that you're joining that last year was the second best in school history. But from your perspective, what's it like making that move? What are the difficulties in making that kind of transition?
It was kind of hard. The transition from Buford to Gainesville was a little bit harder because we weren't able to get into the school till summer. So it's been great. Been able to build friendships with Donnie and some other guys. Working with Coach Harrison in the off season, and also the defensive side of the ball, because we have a brand new. Or for me, it's a brand new offense. For everyone else, it's a brand new defense. So just getting to work on that. But it's been pretty easy. Teachers, and it's great school here too, so it's not just football.
Yeah, and as you know, big shoes to fill with Donnie's brother AJ, what he was able to accomplish, but a very similar style. So that kind of transitions into what I'm going to next. It's going to be different not having your brother throwing the ball to you, but Tre, the same kind of from the same mold, the dual threat capabilities and athleticism. So what are we expecting from the offense this year? This was one that put up 35, 36 points a game last year, the second best again in school history.
What we're expecting from the offense this year is to do better than last year, basically. That's all we're expecting, and we just got to play with tempo, play fast. That's what we do.
Yeah. Going to be a little bit different. You replace the three key skill position players, but you're going to kind of take over that receiving core that Jim Barnett kind of leaded up last year. But, I think, again, you guys have a chance to do the same or even better than last year. And for you, again, we go back to the dual threat capability. What a tool that is for any offense to have, because when things break down at the line, you have the ability to use your legs and not just rely on your arm. But what's going to be your kind of go-to this year?
I think as a team, we're really good at the RPO stuff, the run-pass option, if we do it right, the defense is never right. Yeah. So make them wrong and make plays. I love it. I've grown up in it. Split back veer is what I did when I was little, and now spread option. So I love it.
Yeah. As you said, it makes it very tough for any defense to kind of stop you guys because there's many threats. So, Donovan, team goals, predictions. What can you throw out there for what we can expect as fans and outsiders? What are we going to see at the end of the season for the Raiders?
What you're going to see at the end of the season, we're going to make the playoffs. We're going to go deep in the playoffs. And for anybody out there that's watching, we may beat y'all in the state championship.
All right. Sounds good to me. I know last year you guys were ready to put that one in the rearview mirror. Just kind of got branded as one of the unluckiest teams in the state. You lost, I think, about 6 of your games by a combined total of 18 points. So definitely you guys could have easily been about an 8-2 team making the playoffs last year. And Tre, a big part of keeping you guys out, unfortunately. So we got to ask the question, when you made that move, what was it like for the guys at first taking you in? You beat at Gainesville City Park last year, an 81-yard Hail Mary on 4th and 19 in the fourth quarter that really was just a dagger for this group that played so hard that night. But I want to know, like, from the team's perspective, do they kind of rib you about that, or do you kind of give it to them a little bit?
When it first got here, it was a little awkward, but once it got relationships established, it was just a joke. Last year's last year. Donnie picked me off in that game, and AJ ran me over, and I stripped AJ. It was a good game. It was one of the best games I think I've ever played in. I'm glad I ended up on the winning side, but both of us, both from my side being at Gainesville last year and being up here at Hab, we can learn a lot from it. Because we jumped up, and then they came back, and then we had to come back again.
It was a great game.
Yeah, so I think we can learn how to finish and from that, and then just Hail Mary situations too.
Yes. So I'm sure that it's still a running joke. Did Coach Harrison say anything to you about it at all when you came here?
He I think he maybe said something the first week, but he doesn't talk about that
He
yet.
probably just doesn't acknowledge that ever happened anymore. So kind of funny now. We can laugh about it a little bit, but definitely a heartbreaker for you guys. But now you got the guy that threw that Hail Mary here on the Raiders. So last question for both of you guys, and we'll let you go. But talk about the recruiting process. You know, what are some of the schools that are looking at you guys, the offers you've gotten? What excites you the most? What are they looking at mostly for you? Both of you guys play both sides of the ball, so are they looking at offense versus defense, and how close are we to any kind of decision?
I would say my decision, I don't know how close it is right now, but I have my top 3 right now. I don't want to say them right now because I'm going to keep my recruitment process open. And, yeah, I'm pretty confident in what I got right now.
Okay. With where you're being recruited, is it a kind of mix of some of them are looking at you more as a receiver versus defense? So you got 2 different options there.
Right. I know I have an offer from University of Tennessee at Chattanooga to play cornerback, and I have an offer from Troy to play wide receiver.
Wow. Okay, that's awesome. All right, what about for you? I know you got some offers coming in, and probably some more that'll roll in, early fall.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I've enjoyed the recruiting process so far. It's picked up a lot this summer.
Yeah.
So I mean, still very open. Not going to be making a decision anytime soon. But I'm just excited to see where this goes. Just commit to this team right now, and then once the season's over, more than likely, then the decision will be made.
Yeah, take care of what needs to be taken care of here. The rest will take care of itself. But very rare to hear anyone say they're enjoying the recruiting process. I know sometimes it's a flip of the coin on that. But you guys both have bright futures, and I'm definitely excited to see you guys shine under the bright lights this fall. So thanks again for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
BLITZ Média.net